Here's the thing that really got me. I told you guys last time we talked about this. What you've got to recognize is that the true asset for Caitlin Clark is you. You are the true asset. I need y'all to understand that, because they want to control her so they can get to you. And the problem is, as the fans, I need y'all to start recognizing how truly powerful you are. I need y'all to, I know my value. I need everybody to understand how truly powerful you are. Because one of the things that I saw is that she, not only her, but Tammy Fag Bentley, and I'm going to get on that too, had the nerve to diss the fans. And that's one thing you don't ever want to do. Because let me make this perfectly clear. The only reason why they're coming after Clark and they want Clark is because of the fans. If it wasn't for you coming after her, that they wouldn't be all like, well, you know, Caitlin Clark, come over here and play with the LPGA. Or you know, we want you on the magazine. If it was just about, you know, somebody who the most valuable player for Time magazine, that would have been Asia Wilson. If it was just about the most valuable player, that wouldn't have been her. She got it because she influences a lot of people. The fans love her around the world. So it's not just about, oh, you know, because she is a great player. But she won the MVP of the league. That was Asia Wilson. No, it's about the people who she influences. LPGA wanted her. It was televised. Why was it televised? Because of the fans. The fans wanted to see it. So I want to go into this, something she said. You know, dissing the fans. She says, a lot of people want to have an opinion on what was happening, probably didn't even watch half the games that they were trying to have a take on, and hadn't supported the W for a really long time. Are you kidding me? A lot of people haven't supported the W because it wasn't a good enough product to support. The people in the W are out of their mind. I mean that. I know it's tough, but I mean that. The things that they do, people who are intelligent business people don't do. So for you to be like, well, these people, they're not watching. They ain't even been watching for a long time. How dare you disrespect the people who are watching now? They got a right to say something. And then have the vast majority of the ones who are saying something, they saying it on your behalf, Caitlin Clark. They doing it because they want to protect you. Okay. She says, the day after the incident, in a matchup against the Liberty, Clark ran into a Jonquel Jones screen and ruptured her eardrum. It was vibrating. My hearing was messed up. And Clark ended up shooting 1 of 10, and they lost by 36 points. All right, so she said some other things. She says this is dealing with the fans. It goes on to talk about, this is the Christy Sides deal. October, in Indiana had dismissed Sides in October. Management wanted a coach. By the way, this is from the Time magazine article. Management wanted a coach with more playoff experience. White, a former Fever player, coached the Sun the past 2 seasons and led Indiana to the WNBA Finals as head coach in 2015. Clark insisted she had nothing to do with the change, meaning she had nothing to do with the firing of Christy Sides. I'm actually not the general manager of the team, she says, believe it or not, as whole. Now, let me be clear on this. Who had to do with the firing of Christy Sides was the fans. It was the fans that had to do with getting Christy Sides fired. If it wasn't for the fans, Caitlin Clark could have played the same way she played, and Chrissy Siles would be coaching her for the second year of her career. It was absolutely the fans. It was the fans that caused this whole change with 6 and 7 replacements of head coaches in the WNBA. That's the fans doing that. Don't be mistaken. Don't let these people gaslight you, as they say, and make you think, oh, you don't really have no value. You don't have no say. They heard you because you're the one with the money. All right, you're the one with the money. Why is it that Caitlin Clark is, they able to go to a bigger arena when Caitlin Clark comes to town? Well, it's because of you. You're the one who buying the tickets. You. All right, hold on. Because Caitlin Clark goes on to gaslight even more. And I really got to get on this. Because she was being disingenuous in this article. This is about Reese. Clark and Reese were pitted against each other as rivals, a narrative that has carried over to the WNBA. I don't get that at all, says Clark. We're not best friends by any means, but we're very respectful of one another. Yes, we have had tremendous battles, but when have I ever guarded her? And when has she guarded me? She downplays Reese's gesture. I didn't think it was taunting, says Clark. It really didn't bother me. It's just like, why don't you talk about them winning or the incredible run that we went on? Nobody would have thought we would have ever gone on. The only thing people cared about was this controversy that was really fabricated and made up, and that has continued to be a case ever since. I didn't really think it was taunting. Wait. You don't think that's taunting somebody in your face doing that? Okay. Hold on. Now, this is another one she says. In the third quarter, Chicago, Kennedy Carter hip checked Clark to the floor. Carter was called for a foul, which the next day was upgraded to a flagrant 1 violation, which I don't know how it wasn't a flagrant 1 right then and there, but that's another story. I ain't going into it. But while the WNBA could revise the ruling, it could not stem the ensuing flurry. Why you think, listen, once again, fans, know your value, because why do you think they brought that up to a flagrant 1? Because had you not said anything, they probably wouldn't even call it a foul. They probably would have removed it. That wasn't a foul. No, it's because of the fans. Your voice is heard. All right. So some pundits cited Carter's foul as evidence that jealous players, particularly black players, were targeting Clark. Clark cast aside any notion that envious opponents were coming after her. I never thought I was being targeted, says Clark. Obviously, that shouldn't ever happen within a game, but basketball is physical. Your emotions can get the best of you. My emotions have gotten the best of me many times, she says. She says she did not see Reese cheering from the bench. I don't even know if she really knew what happened, says Clark. Honestly, I don't think she was cheering because somebody hit me. I really don't think that would be the case. I hope not. Really? I'm going to just, it goes on to say that Reese's representative did not make her available for this article. Listen, the whole thing with this whole deal, as far as Clark, if you want to believe these people are not targeting you, then that's fine. But don't gaslight us. Don't gaslight us, because really we're sitting here like, how could you not know, as though you didn't go back and watch the game and see her doing it? I don't believe that she did. Okay, hold on. Give me one more. This Carrington thing. For me, that was the one right there. This is Carrington. The Sun swept the Fever, but not before Clark found herself at the center of one last controversy. No, it's another one after that. But anyway, in game one, Connecticut's Dejanay Carrington poked Clark in the eye while trying to deflect a pass. The contact became more fodder for social media and elsewhere after USA Today Christine Brennan asked Carrington if she intended to hit Clark in the eye. Obviously, it's never intentional, Carrington said. The WNBA Players Union publicly called for Brennan's credentials to be revoked, saying the interview was a blatant attempt to bait a professional athlete into participating in a narrative that is false and designed to fuel racist, homophobic, and misogynistic vitriol on social media. This whole situation still annoys Clark. Never once did that cross my mind. That it's on purpose, she says. I've been poked in the eye many times. Playing basketball, it happens. Clark feels debate about intent reveals a gender double standard. If that would have been happening in the NBA, do you think people would have showed up the next day and been like, hey, Tyrese Halliburton, did you poke Steph Curry in the eye on purpose? She says, while Clark says she wasn't aware that the union was going to reprimand Brennan, she supported its decision. That whole line of questioning that Carrington got was not appropriate, and I do not like it, she says. Now, I want y'all to understand, Brennan was one of the people who supported Clark as far as being on the Olympic basketball team. And here's my issue. This whole season, Clark never took the time to defend her fans. All these people who they're saying is racist and this and that, and those weren't her real fans. They were really trolls. But she never came out and said, no, I love my fans. No, my fans wouldn't do that. She didn't say that. If she had just said, no, my fans wouldn't do that, then everybody else who's doing that, we would know they're not her fans. Oh, if they doing that to you, then they can't be my fans. I don't know who, because my fans don't do that. Some other people, those trolls do that, but my fans don't do that. Had she done that, she should have shown love to the people who supported her. The reason why she's where she is, people, yeah, okay, she got great skills. Yes, love it. But you supported her. You bought her tickets, her jerseys. You watched her games. Even if she's talking about, it's half the game. It don't matter, Caitlin Clark. People still get paid on every click, even if they don't like. The YouTubers or whomever, they still get paid just because somebody's viewing it. Every time there's a commercial that comes up, if somebody's viewing it, somebody else is getting paid because somebody paid attention. You should have been thanking the people. You never thanked your fans. And you went on in this article to diss them.